morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, 12th August 2026 Aries. You have a lot of energy and self-confidence. That's wonderful. It may also put you at a greater risk for dangerous experiences and accidents. You could find that you're much more aggressive, especially if someone crosses you. An emotional irritation could manifest in physical ways like reckless driving or arguments with people who don't deserve your anger. Taurus, be happy with yourself and others. Stop trying to find fault with everyone you interact with by criticizing what they do and how they do it. You could wake up one morning and find that you have no friends by only seeing the bad in people, and you may talk yourself out of relationships with them. Be careful about coming across as a know-it-all. It isn't your job to dictate or to judge anyone. Gemini, you may be bursting with energy and yearning to be a free spirit. At the same time, your emotions could find a way to block these thoughts. You may feel like there's some sort of weight holding you down, making it difficult to act freely. This could cause you to act filthily and leaving you frustrated and defeated. Calm down and take things one step at a time. Cancer, new ideas for your career could be on your mind. You might be thinking not only about getting a new job, but also entering a newly entire field. This could be a positive development, but don't be too impulsive and leap into thinking. List your options, cross all the unworkable ones, and do some research on the rest. Even though you may feel some urgency, there is none for the moment. Leo, continued success and good luck should have you feeling changed up to move ahead with plans and ideas. Your energy and enthusiasm are high, so you'll likely be thinking about expanding your horizons. Perhaps through travel or education. You should definitely give this serious thought. Plan carefully and take care not to move before the time is right. Virgo, don't be surprised if sometime during the day you feel angry for no apparent reason. It's probably rooted in the past for a situation that wasn't resolved long ago. Take a good look at what's going on today. Did some past event or person awaken traumas within you? Don't let that anger you. This can only benefit you and clear the way for positive emotions. Libra, this is a great day to start new enterprises with others. Possible gatherings with friends or group activities could lead to ideas for new projects that fire your energy and enthusiasm. New immediate and long-term goals should be set. Some people may not be interested and could drop out, but don't worry. Others who share your interests will quickly step in to take their places. Scorpio, activities of some kind could put you in the public eye today. Some work you've done well might be richly deserving of acknowledgement. Your energy and enthusiasm are already high and you're probably all fired up to do more. This could bring a force of changes in your working situation, but don't give notice right away. Some careful thought is needed. Sagittarius, changes to your chosen field are indicated. Ideas from other states or countries might fire your creativity. Your intellectual or artistic interests could take on a new dimension, expanding your horizons and open new opportunities. You might toy with the idea of travel, perhaps to learn more about these matters. Possible formal education in new fields is also indicated. Capricorn, you may feel like you're being tested in some way and must prove that you're doing a valid thing. Fortunately, you should feel an emotional boost that will help you be confident about who you are, regardless of what other people think. The biggest tests are those that you give to yourself. You are your toughest critique. Take concerted steps to go easier on yourself. Aquarius, some vast changes in your community could take place. They're positive for the most part. Today the news could spread widely and you could be hearing about them from all sides. Local newspapers, neighbors and conversations on the street. The level of excitement in your neighborhood is likely high and you could get caught up in it. Be prepared for some surprises. Pisces, you might choose to do some volunteer work today or help a friend. This could make you aware of a talent that you didn't know that you had. It could pave the way for more income, and you could feel very proud of yourself and decide to do more with this ability, leading not only to financial benefits, but also increased self-esteem. So please, go for it. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, 12th August 2026. Do have yourself a great and wonderful day.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you guys so much for always waking up with me right here on DBS, your number one leader. It is the morning show, but you know we have to check in with our news team for those morning news highlights.
Good morning. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Pauline. St. Lucia is being urged to move more aggressively toward renewable energy as rising fuel costs and global tensions continue to put pressure on the cost of electricity. Minister for Infrastructure, Port Services and Energy, Sean Edwards, says the island must make greater use of its natural resources, including solar and geothermal energy, to reduce its dependence on imported crude oil and provide long-term relief for consumers.
In our manifesto, we said the following, and I quote, "We will pursue an energy independence policy by installing PV systems on government-owned buildings to reduce reliance and dependence on fossil fuel." And Mr. Speaker, we made the pronouncement, but today we are coming here to take concrete steps to ensure that that particular goal, that particular objective is being realized.
Mr. Edward further notes that the importation of photovoltaic or PV systems for businesses at a reasonable cost is one way of reducing energy expenses, allowing businesses to redirect those savings toward expansion. St. Lucia's young swimmers are stepping up their training and setting their sights on regional competition. Two of the island's rising talents are preparing to make their mark at the 30th Goodwill Swimming Championships in Trinidad and Tobago, as the Rodney Heights Aquatic Club credits an international training program for significant gains in performance.
Well, I think with them, being this successful at the age that they are, there's a lot of room for them to continue making national teams. Not only that, but I think it's a really good look for kids that are aspiring to, young kids to aspiring to represent the nation, to be able to come up and see what dedication can do. The two that are going, they've been putting in the work, from on-deck dry land to getting in the pool, showing that, they really are focused on their technique and their fitness.
Kiwi's restaurant on the Rodney Bay Strip has come on board as a sponsor and will be hosting a watch party for the championships on Friday, August the 14th at 6 p.m., Saturday 15th from 12 p.m. and Sunday 16th from 12 p.m. For many St. Lucians, waiting years for a court matter to be resolved can mean living with uncertainty, frustration, and in some cases, lives being put on hold. The government is now looking to speed up the delivery of justice through changes to the criminal justice system, including a new plea bargaining bill. Minister for Home Affairs and Crime Prevention, Jeremiah Norbert, says the measure is intended to make the legal process more efficient and ensure both victims and accused persons are treated fairly and with dignity.
It provides the justice system with an additional tool. I think that's the most important part, Mr. Speaker. It provides the justice system with an additional tool to deliver timely and effective justice to the people of St. Lucia. So we know that this will not solve everything, but it gives us yet another option, Mr. Speaker. So now you're not just going down a cul-de-sac. You have the opportunity. So someone who's arrested now have the opportunity to be able to choose that option, and we can expedite through the system. We can expedite the process for them through the system.
Mr. Jeremiah says he remains committed to ensuring that citizens receive fair treatment and that justice is delivered as swiftly as possible. From the classroom to the workplace, young St. Lucians are being urged to prepare for a future that demands more than academic qualifications. On International Youth Day, youth advocate John Tench is calling for greater investment in education, skills training, and employment opportunities, while urging policymakers to listen more closely to young people as they confront the challenges of climate change and an uncertain future.
I think a lot of young people think that their ability to pursue their education would be severely hindered by financing. Of course, there are scholarships available, but that wouldn't help every young person in completing their higher education. I think what we really need would be further dialogue between established youth advocacy groups and the government to really find and assess what the data is. So how many young people do have these aspirations? What is the financing gap, and how can we leverage existing opportunities and create new ones for young people to pursue higher education?
Apart from that, Tench notes that some young people may not want to pursue the traditional academic pathway, but instead prefer to develop practical skills. He emphasizes the importance of having accessible facilities and opportunities in place to help them achieve those goals. That's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. My name is Timothy Polio. Good morning.
Thanks, news team, for those highlights. Don't go too far. We're going to take a break and come back with more right here on DVS This Morning. Hey DBS family, welcome back to your number one leader. It is the DBS Morning Show, and I took another stroll all the way up to the north of the island, and I am at actually the Bay Gardens Beach Resort. Am I on vacation? Something like that. Am I in need of a vacation? I think so. Do you need a vacation? I think so. But the lady who's responsible for the marketing of Bay Gardens, she's with me. I have Pauline Jermaine Francis with me. That's the marketing manager. Hey Pauline, long time no see. How are you?
It's definitely been a while.
It
Thank
has
you
been
so
a while.
much for having me.
It's a pleasure. Now you have evolved, and when I say evolved, because all my friends in big position, because look at you, marketing. What they say these days, Pauline? What they say these days? Say it with me.
Clock it.
The marketing manager of the Bay Gardens franchise, and she's here to tell us a little bit about what's happening with Bay Gardens, because a lot is happening. I've seen it on social media. I've heard the whispers, and people are inviting me places that I didn't know was having things. So talk to me about that.
That's right. So for those of you who don't know, Bay Gardens Resorts is a locally owned and operated resort chain. We have 5 properties here in the Rodney Bay area. We have the Bay Gardens Hotel, the Bay Gardens Inn, the Bay Gardens Marina Haven, and we also have our flagship property, which is where we are today, the Bay Gardens Beach Resort and Spa. We also have 2 standalone villas called Water's Edge Villas, and they overlook the Rodney Bay Marina. And coming soon, we have Sapphire Sands Villas, which is our first entry into the luxury market in St. Lucia.
I love that.
But I mean, as a locally owned and operated resort chain, of course, we have to check for our locals, right? So we're making it affordable for St. Lucians to dine with us, and of course, to stay with us at Bay Gardens Resort.
Okay, so how do you want us to stay with us? Well, stay with you.
So over this summer, we're making it even more affordable, because it's always affordable to stay with Bay Gardens Resorts. We have ongoing staycation rates all year round. But this summer, we've gone a step further, and we've created special rates for St. Lucians and Caribbean nationals. So it's $699 EC dollars per night, and that is based on double occupancy. And might I add, 2 kids eat and stay free. So just imagine mom, dad, and 2 children below the age of 12 years old. They get to spend 1 night at one of our 3-star properties for only $699 EC dollars.
Fantastic.
On an all-inclusive basis.
Wow. So what you're telling me is, for the families who have 1 children, we need to go and make another so that both can...
I would suggest that, yes. But if you only have 1 child currently, you can come in and enjoy the offer.
Fantastic. I was actually scrolling through Instagram, and I noticed that Bay Gardens had something called a Dine and Save.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. So all St. Lucians receive 20% off dining at all of our properties all year round, with a few exceptions for special occasions like Mother's Day, Father's Day, New Year's Eve. But if you're just popping in to have breakfast, lunch, you're celebrating a birthday, you get 20% off your final bill, and you just need to present your ID so that your server can confirm that you are St. Lucian.
Nice.
And the discount is all yours.
Perfect. So is this that we have to make a reservation, or can we just
you can just walk in, walk into any one of our properties. We have the Spices restaurant at the Bay Gardens Hotel. Corniel, and for those persons who don't know, this is the property right next to Indies. I think most people are familiar with that one because that's the property that started it all for us 30 years ago. We have the Bay Gardens Marina Haven, and there you can find the Anchor Restaurant and the Knot Spa. As the name suggests, it's right across the street from the Rodney Bay Marina. And here at the Bay Gardens Beach Resort and Spa, we have the High Tide Restaurants, we have the Driftwood Pizzeria, we have the Bay Bites Food Truck, which is located on the beach, and something new is coming over at Sapphire Sands Villas once it's all ready.
Oh, nice. And you know, kudos to your marketing team because they are doing the job. Because why am I scrolling through TikTok and I'm finding out that Bay Gardens will be having a pizzeria?
Yes.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So we've recently opened our Driftwood Pizzeria right here at the Bay Gardens Beach Resort and Spa. And let me tell you, the pizzas are fantastic. And I'm not only saying that because I work here. I've had the opportunity to try some of the pizzas off of the menu. And just with anything else that we do here, it has that St. Lucian flair in it. So you can find a lobby pizza.
A lobby?
A lobby pizza.
Okay.
And it is amazing. And of course, you do get 20% off of that.
As a local?
Driftwood does not only serve pizzas, it has specialty pastas and dessert options as well. So it's something that persons definitely need to come and experience.
So they have the traditional toppings on the pizza, like the pepperoni and the ham. But what are some of the non-traditional? Because you mentioned lobby. I've never heard of a lobby pizza. What else is there?
So there is lobby. We also have some other mixes. So we have a butcher's bounty, which you can consider that a meat lover. We do have a pizza that has some saltfish on there as well.
Interesting.
A lot of unique mixes. If you're a foodie like me, you definitely need to come down to Driftwood and experience that mix of Caribbean and Italian flavors.
Nice. I love that for Bay Gardens, and I love that for St. Lucian's because again, you say we get 20% off as a local. We just need to present our ID, walk in at any time, no reservations needed. So if you're at work and you're looking to have a quick bite, where are we going? Any one of the Bay Gardens branches, correct?
You said it perfectly.
I love that. Now, before we go, Pauline, to this commercial break, just give us the social media handles so that we can keep in touch with Bay Gardens and everything that's happening.
Of course. So our Instagram, Facebook, and all of the social handles, it's the same. It's Bay Gardens Resorts. On Instagram, on Facebook. If you want to book the special that we spoke about, the $6.99 offer, you would need to either call our reservations department at 457-8007 or send us an email. It's info@baygardensresorts.com. It's not included or it's not available on our website just because of how exclusive it is.
Okay.
So we're advising persons to give us a call or send us an email and let's take it from there.
All right, well, there is nothing left for me to say. Marketing manager Pauline, she has said it all. So reach on out to Bay Gardens if you want to enjoy what St. Lucia has to offer for the locals. With that said, we are going to jump into a break. DBS family, stay with us because we got to pay those bills. DBS family, welcome back to your morning show. And as you could see, I have someone very special. And what makes him special, I'm going to tell you right now. Now, DBS firmly believes in health. We think that health is absolutely wealth. And you can tell by the variety of health and wellness programs that we have here on the number one leader just for you. So this person next to me, that's the reason why he's so special. We have a very, what should I say, a multi-talented individual. He is a fitness trainer, personal trainer. He has several brands. His No Excuse brand. He has the Corniel Fitness. Is that what it's called? Yeah. And so he's with me this morning to talk a little bit about his journey into the fitness world and also about a club that he recently started called, I think it's a Walk and Run Club, correct? So Corniel, good morning and welcome to the DBS This Morning Show. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Sandro.
Fantastic.
Right.
Now, let's talk about you. Corniel Fitness. What is this about?
All right, Corniel Fitness. I was an athlete.
Okay.
I was an athlete. I ran for St. Lucia. I held the 200-meter indoor outdoor record and the 4x400 meter record.
Nice.
Which I think still currently stands. I had that record for about 8 or 9 years, something like that. 10 or 9 time national champion. Yeah, I've been an athlete for a while, and because of that, some of my friends and people who knew I used to run would come to me to train. So I started off for free about 7-8 years ago. You know, I didn't know it had a business aspect to it because I was so focused on becoming an athlete. And they started paying me, and I was like, okay, you know. And I didn't realize I did a course back in junior college for personal training. As I was going through my transcripts, so I was like, okay, you know, I have some idea of what I'm doing. So I started training people, then I did a certificate, and then from there I started working at the hotel. So I learned about the business aspect, about training and what's going on around the world, the different trends and what's happening, because I also did marketing.
Oh, nice.
Yes, which kind of helps me put out the brand and what I'm doing.
So you see, I wasn't lying when I told St. Lucia that you're very multifaceted,
Yes, I am. Yes, I wanted to build a community, a fitness community in St. Lucia, which is not popular, because with a friend of mine and I, she's from Trinidad, so she has a community of about 500 plus people.
Nice. Wow.
I tried to bring St. Lucians on board, but I realized we were not on that level. Like, you know, most people didn't know what was happening, and most people who came to me had hypertension, diabetes. There's a lot going on, so I decided to take the fitness serious. So I really want it to be like an island-wide thing, like the way we love carnival and partying. I want us to love fitness the same way, so we can have the balance.
Yes.
You know, so I started the Walk and Run Club, which I saw a lot of people around the world, a lot of friends because I used to travel a lot. So a lot of my friends did the Walk and Run clubs in England, the US, as far as Zimbabwe and these places.
Wow.
So I was like, you know what, let me bring it to St. Lucia, let me see what's happening. So I started it off last year. I did it every Sunday. But it was a little tiring with the personal training. I also trained kids for track.
Oh, okay.
For track. I was like, you know what, I want to come back to that. So I was like, you know what, around right after carnival will be the perfect time. After drinking all the alcohol, the parties, the food. And then I put out a flyer on a Saturday. Sunday I had like 20 people.
Wow.
And the other one I had like 40, and then right now it's growing.
Nice.
So the whole goal is at the end, we could probably have some official 5Ks, but still build a community.
I love that.
Walk and Run club, yeah.
So off the top of your head, can you remember or know how much you have in your club altogether now? Off the top of your head, do you remember?
Right now in the group we have 109 members, 110
That's
members.
A good number. That's a good number. 1 week. Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
110 members. Hopefully it grows to like 1,000 plus.
I love that.
So yeah, we could keep pushing the fitness and the healthy eating.
Yes,
and all that.
yes. So how can one become a part of the Walk and Run Club?
All right, you could become a part of the Walk and Run Club by following us on social media, Walk and Run Club St. Lucia. And then you could find the link to join the WhatsApp group, so you can keep updated with the flyers and what's happening, and if we have sponsors and all of that.
Nice. So when is the next Walk and Run Club meet?
The next one is on the after Mercury, so I believe the 23rd.
The 23rd
of August.
Okay.
And I'm having one also on the 9th.
The 9th of
August.
Okay.
All right. So during like Mercury weekend, I know people will be partying and doing what they're doing, so I'm gonna cut that off. So on the 23rd, it's gonna be the other one.
Nice.
In September, we're gonna have it 2 more times.
Okay,
so
cool.
So it's twice a month.
It's twice a month.
Every
Okay,
month,
cool.
yes.
So where's the meeting point? What time? When does it end? Where do you guys meet?
Okay, so the meeting point is behind the Evergreen building. That's like right between West Tech, where West Tech is, Rodney Bay. And we start at 6 a.m. We get there for 5:30, because when I said 6 a.m., you know, Lucians, they come at about 6:20, 6:30. So 5:30 is the meeting time. We leave at 6 a.m.
No, don't tell them that. The meeting time is at 4:30.
4:30.
And you get there.
I'm just joking, 5:30. All right, and then we run through, I place cones and markers.
Right.
On the corners where we run into.
Okay.
And then we run throughout Rodney Bay on the pedestrian side.
Okay.
Most times there's no cars, no traffic or anything
at that time of the morning.
Yeah. Then when we get back, we stretch, and after everyone talks, socialize, network, get to know each other. Some people will have breakfast together. You know, we create a little mini groups amongst each other. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice vibe. It's a nice positive vibe.
Nice. Yes. I think I'm going to hop in on this, because I'm into a little fitness too. I mean, I do my little workouts in the gym and whatnot. But this sounds good. So I think I should really join you guys to build my little endurance. You know,
I'm going to hold you to that. So you gotta come.
Yes, for sure, for sure. So Corniel, give us your social media handles for those who may be interested in the personal training aspect of your business, and also those who want to be a part of that Walk and Run Club.
Okay, my social media is Instagram and Facebook, Corniel Fit, and also Walk and Run Club St. Lucia. All right,
there you have it, St. Lucia. And with that said, we are going to run into a commercial break, but stay with us. We'll be right back right here on the DBS This Morning Show. Lucia, we are back. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for bringing a friend. We appreciate all the support. I have Tennail here with me, and we are going to be talking about fitness as usual. So today's show is pretty much geared towards fitness and geared towards, staying healthy and staying fit. Tennail is a body transformation coach, and she's also a dance instructor, right? And she has lots going on. So it was only fair that I got her here with us this morning to, catch up and just chat a little bit about what she does, her as a person, and a little, I think I could say a little promotion that she has going on right now, right? So hi Tennail, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy and excited to be here. Thank you so much for reaching out. I do appreciate the opportunity.
It was my pleasure. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us a little bit in depth of what you do.
All right, so my name is Tennail. I am a dance instructor and fitness instructor. I have been in the business now for dance, I would say 40 years.
40?
Yes, don't judge me. Don't judge me.
I would not. You look good.
Dance, thank you. Dance for 40 years. And with fitness, it's a little less time. It's 15 years, but I have absolutely been enjoying it.
I don't think 15 is a lot less. 15 is still a lot of time. It's still plenty years. Nice. So what got you into fitness? What got you into dance?
All right, so I started with dance. I started dancing at the age of 5, and I was introduced to dance by my aunt at the time, and of course fell absolutely in love with the art form. And I began performing actually at hotels very young. From 8 years old, I was already on stage performing, and decided to take dance on professionally. By the time I got to a teenager, I got scouted to be a member of the National Dance Theatre Company.
Nice.
Traveled all across the world doing that, representing St. Lucia, and just absolutely loved the art form.
I love that. I love that. And then into the fitness aspect.
And then into the fitness, once I got into the hotel industry, I actually became a dance choreographer for the hotel, producing productions and shows for the hotel. And then at one point I got so, how should I say it, tired and wanted something new. So I tried out the cruise ship, which I absolutely loved. However, it did not love me.
I can understand.
It did not love me because I got seasick all the time. So then my best friend at the time, she said, hey, there's this new trend and I think you would be perfect. So how about you go to Miami and get certified as a Zumba instructor?
Oh, nice.
I was like, that sounds interesting because Zumba is fitness and dance at the same time, which I love, combined. So I went on, got my certification, and that's how I started Motion Studios, because I came back and I'm like, you know what? Why am I going to work for anyone else? Why not try to start my own business and start Zumba? So we were one of the very first people to introduce Zumba to the island.
Love it.
And it was just amazing. The business just grew and took off.
Now, how long has Motion Studios been in existence here in St. Lucia?
Motion Studios has been in existence since 2013.
Okay.
So that's like, what, 13?
Yeah, they're about
13 years.